Oh, is that the start?
Yeah.
Heard of it.
Yeah. It was something.
You're going to leave this in the video?
It's
Oh,
just.
this is B-roll now.
Oh,
This
God.
is the last week.
Yeah, he was just.
Clip it to your ear
He
again.
was just letting you know. Yeah, right on. Okay.
Who cares now?
You know
The
what,
video's
actually-
ruined.
I didn't even think about it, but I could just hang it off my
Oh,
hair.
that's not a bad look for you.
Yeah, here we
I
go.
really enjoy that. It's very close to the
called
lips.
it's called a herring.
Oh.
Not to be confused.
Yeah, very cool. Anyway, I'm Bobby, and I'm from Maxwell's House of Music, and I'm here today with Skyler Bready. Skyler is one of our instructors here, and this is part of our Meet the Instructor series that we're doing. So we're highlighting our teachers that teach here. Skyler teaches guitar, Skyler teaches bass, Skyler teaches songwriting, and Skyler teaches theory. And what else am I forgetting?
Ukulele, mandolin, banjo. I think that's it.
So he is a multi-instrumentalist, and Skyler, you've got availability in your schedule right now, so you're taking on new students. I usually like to ask, what type of student do you look for? Do you take beginners? Do you take young kids? Do you take adults? What's kind of your bread and butter as of looking at a student and finding out, am I going to be a good fit with this student? Is this student going to be a good fit with me?
I'm not that particular. I've taught you know, 5 or 6 year olds all the way up to like World War II veterans what sort of music they're already passionate about.
Cool.
If somebody has a favorite song or a favorite band, then that gives us a jumping off point for moving forward, and I can usually inspire them to practice a little sooner because they start working on something they're actually interested in.
So one of the things that I love about Skyler too is, like, even with my students, sometimes I'll have theory questions, or they'll have a theory question that it's a little out of my ballpark. So Skyler, I know that you're really like passionate about and really on top of like circle of fifths stuff and tonal stuff and harmonies and all that kind of stuff. So you're kind of like the guru, and I come to you for that stuff too. So the theory into things is something you really kind of enjoy too.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I am more practical than academic on that front. I haven't spent too much time worrying about like the theoretical stuff that went on in the 20th century or anything. But I like to mess around with music theory, and that's especially a large part of my songwriting. I try and present the way that the chords progress through the scale, the way they sort of come out of the scale naturally, so that you see like, oh, here are the colors, now we can paint. We don't have to reinvent color every time that we come to an artistic project.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of your songwriting too, so you were in a really cool band, and your CD is for sale here too, which is awesome. The band is called Darlington Pears. Take a good look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So this record came out when?
Oh, that's a good question. It's
Less than a year old?
No, it's about 2 years
Is
old.
it? And you've got a new record coming out. Tell us a little bit about Darlington Pears, what you do in the band. Tell us a little bit about recording and the new stuff that's coming out too.
So Darlington Pears is a rock and roll band, you know, not the first, and hopefully not the last.
And you play guitar and sing in the band too.
Right. And I play with Bert Owens, who is also a teacher here. He plays bass, and Cliffy Madden, who's a Maxwell's alum. And we all get together and play with theory and play with songwriting prompts and just try and stay creative. It's a fun thing to do.
It was very, very cool. I can't wait for the new record. Does the new record have a name? I'm very excited because I got to see the album artwork that is very much under wraps right now. But the new name of the album, can we hear that?
It's called Vacation. We've been kicking it around for quite some time at this point, but that's just because we did the whole process ourselves, and so you hit snags kind of naturally in that process. But it's finally come together. It exists in its totality, and we are going to have more details on that really soon.
Sounds good. So you've got a studio at home where you produced this, recorded this, everything
Correct.
at home. So if you had a student maybe who had some questions about, even like getting their feet wet with home recording and how this all works and stuff like that, you would be a good fit for somebody who would want to come in and maybe look at doing some of that with you too.
I would love to answer those questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. Skyler Bready, good friend of mine, great guitar player, great instructor. He has availability throughout the week. Please sign up for lessons: guitar, bass, mandolin, ukulele, songwriting.
Excelsior.
To infinity and beyond.